For my first review, I'm going to go back to a book I read in 2015. I read 104 books in 2015, which met my goal of 100. I read some fantastic books during that time. I didn't read any book I considered bad, um, but one book out of the whole year really made an impression on me and stood out that I wanted to go back and review before I start the ones that I'm doing this year. That book is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. This book was nothing like what I expected. It was so out of the ordinary of any book that I've read before in the whole format. I can't even imagine doing what this couple did and meeting and then only seeing each other once a year on a certain day every year. This book had twists and turns that I didn't expect that really shocked me. It had a tremendous amount of emotion. It had moments where I laughed. It had moments where I cried. It's one of those books that once you get into it, you find yourself where you've got to read to the end because you've got to know what happens. You've got to know if they make it or if they don't. Once you hit some of the surprises, you really want to continue reading because you want to know more about the story. Fallon and Ben were a couple that seemed made for each other, but then when you get into the history of each of them and the troubles that they have, you really begin to wonder if they can get past all that and make it together. Um, this is definitely a 5-star read for me. It's a book I recommend to anybody that likes to read romance. Colleen Hoover is one of my favorite authors, and this book definitely is probably my favorite of hers. And that says a lot because I really like some of her other books. So if you really want a good read that you will enjoy every single page, give this one a shot. Thanks.